Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My purpose for recording this video is to talk about Lasik. Lasik, the eye surgery, is becoming so famous nowadays because almost everyone around me is doing it, and I guess I'm the only one who has not done it from my friends and relatives. I want to describe it. Why do I need glasses and all? Well, during my childhood, I never needed glasses. I wasn't born with this issue. I had a very happy childhood, but I realized that I needed glasses at the age of 17. I mean, how I got to know is very kind of hilarious because I remember one beautiful day during high school. We were like 17. I was sitting with my classmate at the last bench, and I was squinting and I was struggling to focus, you know, uh, about the lines that were written on the blackboard. Our teacher, I remember, our literature teacher, writing some lines on the blackboard, and I was like squinting. I couldn't focus properly. And one of my classmates was like, "Why are you kind of extending your body like that?" I was like, "I can't really clearly see." She's like, "Are you serious? It's so clear." I said, "I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me." So I went back home. I told my mom, and I was like, and I booked an appointment with the ophthalmologist. And well, he was like, "Oh yeah, you need glasses. Your power is like minus 1 point something at the time." Thank God it hasn't progressed much, so it's so kind of okay. But I do blame myself as well because, as especially during high school, I became so obsessed with studying and learning and all of that. I kind of became like a nerd, reading in dim lights and not really taking care of my eyes, not sleeping properly. See, all of that. I was in a boarding school, so that was a bit stressful as well. I was away from my family and my parents from the age of 14 till 18, yeah, those 4 years. Um, so, as you know, guys, there is many people who go through LASIK and all. I have my own friends and relatives, and there's some people who are happy, and there's some other who are not happy as well. I mean, I am so happy for those people who are successful. I don't have any side effects. That's a blessing. But then I have friends and relatives who basically have issues. They struggle with dryness, eye dryness after LASIK, halos, starburst, deteriorating night vision. One of my friends even stopped driving at night because it's literally so hard, and sometimes they need to use some special contact lenses. So, and that costs a lot of money. It's really, painful somehow because you lose financially, you lose your health, so it can become quite destructive. I have checked with some of the top ophthalmologists, and most of them have told me that I'm a perfect candidate to do it, but then I've been one or two who are like a bit skeptic. They're like, "Better don't do it, like, this can have side effects in the future and all of that." So I have decided to trust my gut and not do it because, to be honest with you guys, we get 80% of information with our eyes. I mean, 80%, that's a lot. So if you mess with your eyes, I mean, you cannot go back. I mean, because the way they do LASIK and they cut the flap and they direct the LASIK light to remove tissue to make you see better. I mean, once you do that, you can't go back. You cannot undo the surgery. You cannot regret. So it's pointless. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, but my gut tells me not to do it, and I have learned in my life that whenever I don't trust my gut feeling, my hunch or my intuition, things go wrong. I mean, I was like, yeah, I knew that. So it's not just that I'm being paranoid about it or I'm scared, but there's a group of people who have real issues, and I don't know. Yes, most of people are successful, but there is a percentage of risk as well, because in any medical procedure, surgical procedure, I'm sorry, every surgical procedure carries some amount of risk. Doesn't matter how small, there is a certain risk there. So if someone from a medical field tells you that the surgery is going to be 100% successful, that's a scam. That's a big fat lie. I mean, how can you say that? An honest doctor, would never say something like that. So every surgery carries risk. Please don't forget that, no matter what people tell you. Apart from that, I don't know. I mean, it's not that I cannot afford it. I mean, nowadays it's becoming cheaper and cheaper, but the thing is, I don't want to mess up with my eyes. And then if things go wrong, I will regret and blame myself. I mean, I have so many types of glasses. I mean, I've used glasses all my life. There's nothing wrong with glasses, or contact lenses. They're totally fine. But it's very tempting, the desire to live glass free. You wake up in the morning, you don't need your glasses, you don't need contact lenses. I mean, my power is fine. It's not that I have a big power, but still, like, you don't want to use glasses because, you have to take care of them all the time and they become part of you, part of your personality. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what you think about this, but yeah, I mean, ultimately, the decision to go any surgical procedure is a personal one. I'm not being judgmental here at all. I'm just stating my own reasons why I chose not to do it, seeing all these people who have complications. And I'm like, because I don't know in which category I'll fall later on, and I cannot change my mind. I have lived a joyous and pleasant life so far, and I don't intend to ruin it. I'm like, so why should I do that to myself, right? Like, yeah, I mean, vanity can cost sometimes, so I don't want to be a victim of that. I mean, till now, my decision, my answer has been no. I don't know about the future if technology will advance to a level that they'll say, oh, this has zero risks, like, but we are not at that stage. I don't know what's going to happen in the next 10, 20 years. I cannot predict the future, but currently, with what I see, I'm not willing to take the risk. I mean, when it comes to my eyesight, the risk that I'm willing to take is absolutely zero, and I don't think I'm gonna change my mind anytime soon, unless a miracle happens. So, guys, thank you so much for your attention and for listening. So, yeah, just tell me what do you think about it. Thank you. Bye.